Wolverines finish inside. Just destroy defenders on her way to the rim. Bigger, stronger than anyone else on the floor, and she's used that to impact on the scoring end, the side eye.
Welcome back to the Dickies Arena. Right before the break, Michigan Wolverines are taking their second time out of this game.
46-point margin so far for Texas in the NCAA tournament. That would be the largest ever by an SEC team entering the Final Four.
We're in lead by 40 points. Wow. It's a 40-point game.
Olsen at the line. Rebecca entering the tournament. It felt like UConn was the prohibitive favorite to win it all. And that for most, they were seen as a slight notch above the other one seeds. But with the way Texas has played, as well as the way UCLA and South Carolina have performed, it feels very close right now. And South Carolina obviously still in the game against TCU tonight.
That was almost collision each other.
Into the Final Four as Preston goes down hard and immediately.
Oh no! Now our player is down hard in pain.
A backup point guard who dealt with injuries earlier this
She's
season.
up. Never mind. She's up. Almost got collided to each other.
Preston was going to check out. Now he's going to come back in at the first chance she can.
Stolen away. Oh, it did. Plus a foul for Michigan Wolverines.
Michigan, obviously, this is not their night. This is a tough matchup. I think we all felt that a little bit coming into tonight. But you can't say enough.
They had 28 wins.
28 wins, tied
for the most in program history. But they were number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament before they host their first round, second round on campus, by the way. And of course, it's going to be more exciting than ever.
Did they also have a young team with everybody presumed to be coming back?
Look at. Wow, that's a good sprint run there.
You knew this was going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah, I'm certainly agree with you. I know it's going to be a tough matchup. It's going to be a tough game. It is. Because we are one of the toughest teams in the country now.
Everything they wanted to do, especially in that first half on the offensive end.
And they are like playing for dogs. And yes. His offensive rebound.
So far tonight, 2 for
okay, we were thinking about it. We gotta slow it down, guys. Let's slow it down.
Heading into the Final Four, where it would be harder for them to endure that kind of shooting performance.
What happened?
As Preston blasts into a body, then we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
4:29 remains in the fourth quarter.
Holly?
Well, I've got to really give Preston a lot of credit. She took that hard fall, came over, was talking with the athletic trainer, and when they're trying to take her out of the game, she didn't want to leave. She's like, no. She fought her way back on the floor, and that's for good reason. She has had to really struggle for playing time this season. She talked to Vic earlier in the season, like, what am I doing wrong? I've got to stay on the floor more. And everything he told her she has to do, she has done. So he has been very intentional about finding her playing time late in the season. It's hard to replace somebody like Rory Harmon, but she has found ways to get on the floor through her hard work, her practice habits. And just then, she's like, no way. I don't care if I'm hurt or not. I am not coming out. It was a cute exchange with her and Vic.
Well, Vic likes to say, I have 2 point guards.
Now,
one gas, one electric.
Train players in the eyes.
That's how fast Harmon.
As a reminder that the WNBA draft is coming up on April
was very frustrated.
On April
35-point lead, but he can still make a vein pop.
on April 13th, Monday.
Now Texas in line to play UCLA. Those
It
two
will take our
teams
first
met
time out of the game.
earlier this season.
And I know last year on November 26, 2025, our Longhorns has won the game against UCLA Bruins by 11 points, and UCLA almost beat the Longhorns, but it wasn't enough for them to give credit, unfortunately. But that's how we might have a rematch with them on Friday.
They could force that many
so that's how it will look like.
On the defensive end of the floor, they are much improved on the offensive end as well. Of course, UCLA, a much different team as well since that stint in November, but going to be an exciting semifinal matchup.
I thought it was impressive the way UCLA was able to respond yesterday after Duke had built a somewhat significant lead for much of the first half and into the third quarter, and UCLA responded beautifully. Lee still can't get one to go down. Now 2 for 17.
That's one of the things, again, if you look forward to that matchup, that Texas can do that many teams can't, is single cover Lauren Betts, because they have size and depth.
We're in the lead by a largest lead of the night.
Oldacre has 8 rebounds in the fourth. Michigan has 1. And Rick Schaefer had this level of confidence earlier when we were talking with him. You know, there are times where, you know, Vic has
And this one,
level of intensity to him, but tonight you could
and we're in the lead by 37.
the matchup and the way his team is playing.
Yeah, he seemed to have an ease about it. We asked him about that, and he said, well,
This is
in the last 11, we've been pretty
37-point
good.
game.
And, that's probably one of the biggest understatements.
Yes. Sidbury knocks it away. Swords denied by Oldacre.
Evans and they're just keeping it balanced, but it's running out of time. And it was shot clock violation. Shot clock violation. Michigan Wolverines, they really not going to win this game at all.
She certainly will continue to build
Because
the history she has made at Michigan.
so any team is tough. They got,
Son Trevor Gratis
of
is
course,
the team, so they'll end up heading out to Indianapolis as Lee travels here.
and
Do you buy into Rebecca any
now it's back to the
significance
Michigan Wolverines now.
Absolutely. We saw it a year ago with UConn, where AZ Foot was kind of struggling. Gina Oriana got her a shot, and then she was on fire the entire Final Four. So, absolutely.
Olsen leaves it short. How about Quarles Daniels? Able to quarrel with Kyla Oldacre on the glass. Pretty impressive. Fourth foul on Oldacre. 3:08 to go in this fourth. A reminder up next is South Carolina.
So once again, up next we'll have South Carolina versus TCU.
Final four.
It's up next right after we done here.
The steal.
And like I said, the winner of this game goes on to the Final Four this Friday. And the loser of this game will be eliminated. I know Michigan will be eliminated because they're not even, does not have enough points to catch up with us and miss. Come on! Oh!
So we now know the time of the Texas-UCLA game in the Final Four. Going to go ahead and call it with 2:34 to go in a 73-36 game.
Living on the edge.
And it is going to be the 9:30 tip Friday. So 9:30 Eastern on ESPN. Texas and UCLA will play the second game that night on ESPN. First game will tip at 7. And that will be UConn against either South Carolina or TCU. Final matchup of the Elite Eight is up next on ESPN. Joyce Edwards, the stellar sophomore for South Carolina.
2:34 remains in the fourth quarter, but like I said, we have South Carolina versus TCU home front coming your way next.
TCU here on ESPN. Any thoughts about that game, partner?
I'm excited to watch. You know, it's going to be an interesting backcourt
Because
matchup.
I want to say right now, but the tip-off will not be beginning until like 9:20 p.m. or somewhere, maybe 9:30. Well, perhaps it's going to be 30 minutes after this first game, and then of course.
And she did it on 8 of 13 shooting. Harmon 13 assists, 1 off the career high. Carlton, a big game with 15. Oldacre with 12 and 11. And the crowd trying to get Texas to put in Sarah Graves. We saw her go in.
Yep, I was right completely. And the next tip-off game right after this one, I've been told 9:20 p.m. Eastern Time.
And here she comes. I mean, it really is unbelievable. It is the loudest they cheer as Quarles Daniels intercepts that right in front of us, and here comes Graves.
John, well, that's Sarah's parents. Their names are John and Nicole.
So fired up.
That's Sarah's parents. They're in the house to support her. They're door.
The other day, you know, as a parent who has had kids play sports, you know, just those last moments of getting to see them on the floor, knowing you never will again.
Well, there are 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, but Michigan Wolverines do not have enough points to catch up, and Blazing is good by Michigan Wolverines. Now, I'm sure they will have lots of things they'll remember, and what some things they would want to fix up in an upcoming season, November soon.
Bumps Preston, and Preston will shoot free throws as Holloway and Preston share a smile. This game was tied at 2, and Texas jumped in front, never looked back. Rebecca, how about a moment on Michigan's sophomores? You know, we didn't see the best tonight of Holloway, Olsen, Swords, Delphos, but a remarkably talented group that has accomplished so much this year, and really a sky-high ceiling moving forward in this program.
Oh, certainly. Keep an eye on Michigan, because this young group is going to learn from this moment. I think that's one of the reasons all of these sophomores are still on the floor, is to continue to get this experience with the expectation that you will, Kid Barnes Rico, hoping that they will be back in this next year. They are talented.
They count it?
And they play
certainly it does. Plus a foul. And we're in lead by 35 points. And our Longhorns will most likely want to win this game. We're only just a few moments away for punching a ticket to the Final Four again for the second time in the program history. Is back-to-back.
Tournament to this point, they are playing the best basketball.
And Michigan got a lot of pressure on us.
Or 10-second violation before she was.
Or it's wow.
So a reminder, UCLA, Texas will be the second game of the Final Four Friday night, 9:30 Eastern.
So the Final Four matchup, this Final Four matchup is going to be a rematch. It's going to be our Longhorns versus UCLA. Now both teams are very aggressive and tough and physical.
Squeezes it out to Crump. Here is Graves. You know what the crowd wants. Oldacre. Getting it back to Preston. Michigan still pressuring. Seabury to Graves.
Graves! We got an offensive rebound. It won't matter at all.
Right there.
Come on now, do something.
Will they get her another look?
Can we get something on that?
Graves catch.
Whoa! What a move! You bet! 3 is good! Our crowd is loving this. We're fired up. And they keep on going louder than ever. Wow. And we won the game by 36 points. We're on our way to the Final Four in Phoenix, Arizona. We're on our way. And our final score is 77-41 by 36 points. Go Longhorns on the win. What a performance by our Texas Longhorns. And we won this game by 36 points. What a great leadership by Madison Booker and Rory Harmon.
Ingredients, certainly, for a national championship are inside that Texas locker room.
Texas holds Michigan to a season low, 41 points. And what a moment with Sarah Graves putting the finishing touches on a dominant Longhorn performance. As Madison Booker celebrates it, so does Rory Harmon. And the Longhorns going back to the Final Four, where they will meet UCLA Friday night, 9:30 Eastern on ESPN. And Rory Harmon, a huge night, 13 assists.
We had a lot of great. Now let's listen to our players, Rory Harmon and Madison Booker.
For a chance at this, a back-to-back.
Or so. Or let's listen to Rory Harmon.
How did you lead this group? And it's because my teammates, the people behind me doing all that crazy stuff. But yeah, I can't do anything without them. I'm not me without them, so I'm really proud of my team. And I'm super happy to be back in the Final Four. You know, there's something that has changed. We've covered this team a lot this year. Something has changed in the last month with this group. What do you feel it is? We have some urgency right now. We have a chip on our shoulder. I can see it in everybody's face. We're very locked in. I like my teammates locked in because I think we're unbeatable when we're locked in. They're announcing the all-region team right now, and you're on it, Rory. What does it mean for you to get out with this moment? I'm just super proud. Like, none of us, we would all say it's all because of our teammates, and I'm really proud of my teammates for that, but I'm super honored to be a part of that list. You'll match up with UCLA. Early thoughts on that? You know, we'll take this little break and enjoy where we're at, but obviously we'll get back to work and prepare really well for that game because we know UCLA is really good. All right, we'll see you in Phoenix. Thank you. See you in Phoenix.
And we will see our team in Phoenix, Arizona on Friday. We'll have a rematch game against UCLA Bruins, like UCLA have played against us in the regular season until then. We will have a rematch with them on Friday once again.
Plus 142 through their first 4 wins. And they are headed to back-to-back Final Fours for the first time since 1987.
And now we'll be watching South Carolina versus TCU. Who'll be joining UConn this Friday? If either going to be at South Carolina or it's going to be TCU Horned Frogs. But right now, we'll say so long for right now. We'll see you guys in the next game at South Carolina versus the TCU Horned Frogs. And of course, we'll see you in just in a few minutes in a little while. And right now, let's get a breather and this chill pill.
Welcome to NCAA Women's Championship Live, presented by AT&T. Wow, a 36-point win for Texas in the Elite Eight to move on to their second consecutive Final Four. Chanel Gumukandre, Carter Christine Williamson here. Oh my goodness. Is Texas okay? That's my question.